Hello everyone, welcome to journalism. I just wanted to do a quick overview of what our journalism course will kind of things that to expect, what the course is going to look like, some expectations that I have, just getting you kind of started off on the right foot. So first of all, journalism is a semester course. Which means you will only be in journalism for half of the year. So whether that's at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year, you will only be in the class for half of the year. It is actually considered an English course as well, and it is mandated basically for upperclassmen. So no freshmen are allowed to take journalism. We only have a few 10th graders and mostly juniors and seniors in the class. So because of that, the class is geared more toward upperclassmen. In our journalism class, there is quite a bit of writing that we will do because journalists write. So you'll be doing a lot of investigation and things like that. So as you're going through and looking at the class, what I want to do is I just want to point out some really important things for you to understand as you're going in, just to make sure that you're very clear on how to start things off at the beginning of the course, so you can kind of keep those things flowing. So because we are an elective, we only meet one time per week. So we normally meet on Thursdays at 2:15. So the first week is an orientation week for us, so that week's a little weird. But normally our class connect time is 2:15 on Thursday to 2:55. So those sessions are required sessions. Because we are meeting only one time a week, it's very important that you are attending those live sessions. It's not something that if you have a job and you are working during that time every Thursday, you may want to rethink the elective that you're taking, because it's really important that you're attending those sessions. So that's first. The second thing that I want to make sure that you understand is that our course, and I'm going to go in and show you our content, it builds on top of each other. So what that means is that you really want to make sure that you're starting with Unit 1 or the orientation unit, then Unit 1, then you move to Unit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7. This is a course you can't skip around. So you can't go down and start in Unit 3, or you can't go into Unit 3 and start on 3.06. You have to start in Unit 1 at the very beginning. The first 2 units of our course are very much the background of the course. So once we get past Unit 1 and 2, everything else is kind of a piece of cake, as long as you are going through and you are following the order of the class. So I can't emphasize that enough too, that you definitely want to make sure you're not skipping assignments. The other thing is that in our class we have several little mini 5-point journal reflections. Those assignments are basically like a knowledge check for me. So what that means is when you go in and you complete that first reporter's reflection in 1.03, this is going to let me know basically that you read the information and that you know exactly what to do and what to expect when you go to complete this assignment, right? And because we only meet one time per week, every assignment that is in our course has a video associated or attached to it. So that means that it's very important that you're not skipping those videos either, that you're watching the videos and making sure that you are looking through and not skipping any page. So the help video for this assignment is right above it, okay? So for every assignment in our class, there will be some video associated to it, okay? So that's the other thing. So not skipping through. You want to make sure that you're going in order, and then that you're watching all videos associated to any assignment. As we get down into later units, what's going to happen, and you're going to see this, is that you actually will not be able to access certain assignments until assignments before those are complete. So for example, say there's an assignment in 3.01. So 3.01 is an assignment that you have in journalism. Later on down the road, you're going to have other assignments. Until you complete 3.01, you're not going to be able to access assignments after that, okay? So that's another reason that it's very important to go in order. What these assignments do is they build on each other. So to complete the assignment later, let's say it's 4.05, you have to do 3.01 to complete 4.05. It's part of the assignment. So make sure that, again, you're not skipping and that you're using the building of our course the way that it's meant to be set up. The course is actually not difficult. It's fun. There's a lot of great information throughout the course. However, it is really important that you go in order of the way the assignments are laid out. Okay, so just want to be very clear on that. As you get through the course, the first unit is kind of the backbone. You're going to use, or first unit is kind of the backbone. Sorry, I just said that. And it deals a lot with the history of journalism, news values, things like that. We're going to use news values all the way through our course, through every unit. We will discuss news values. So this is something that's going to be really important in that first unit. In Unit 2, we're going to talk about ethics and law. So ethics and law also is kind of a big thing for journalists, and that's something that we're going to make sure that not to skip any of that, because that's something that we're going to talk about through the rest of the course, okay? Then as we get into Unit 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, that's where we get into actually starting to look at maybe writing articles. We're looking at interviewing people. We're looking about proofreading and editing and copy editing, and we're talking about social media and all of those things that deal with journalism today. So the first two units, that Unit 1 and 2, are really the backbone. So once we get past those and we start to dive deeper into the course, you're going to start to find you're going to be able to be a little more creative. You're going to be able to apply all of those things that you learned in those first two units. And we're going to start to develop an article. We're going to start talking to people and interviewing, like our family members or our cousin, our boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. And then we're going to, at the end, we're going to have a nice finished article, and that will be down here in the very last unit. Okay, so you're going to be actually writing all the way through here, and what you're doing is you're going to end up with this article that you have produced through the semester. So that's going to be your finished project at the end of the semester. So I just wanted to clarify some things for you and let you know how our class runs, what to expect, what's super important for you to know as students and to make sure that you're doing, and then just how the class itself is just set up. So if you have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any question that you may have about the course, about assignments, about anything that has to do with our journalism class. So and that's it. Thank you.